Welcome to the Mommy Therapist. They're ready for you.
I'm Kristi.
And I'm Sasha.
And we are moms who are also therapists to moms.
And we are passionate about supporting all moms through motherhood transitions, challenges, and beyond.
And we're so happy that you're here today. This is episode 6.
Thank you for listening to our last episode where we talked about grief and friendship.
Yes, and a lot of connection and attachment. It was a good one.
It was a good one. It
was like one of our favorites.
My favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were vibing. I had a few people tell me that, like my mother-in-law and a couple of other friends were like, the episode just felt like you guys were just like in it together. And I was like, we are. It felt good.
Yeah, it did feel good. It did.
Yeah. But I also want to talk about the episode before that, episode 4, where we talked with Krista and Amberly about being a working mom. I feel like we're getting such great responses from that, and we're getting a lot of traction on that one. Like, it's being shared a lot, which is making me feel so happy because I think it's something that so many people need to have acknowledged. So
yeah. And oh my God. Okay. So I actually have a response from someone on our social media.
Yes.
That I can talk about.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I had a friend reach out and say some exciting things about the Working Moms episode. It was great. So,
okay, what did she say?
Yeah, this is her response. So she said, watch this week's episode, and it was so helpful to hear working mom's perspective. It has been really hard accepting that I am now a working mom. It wasn't what I ever wanted or had hoped for. I wanted to always be home with her. It's so hard not being able to be with her like I want to. Mm-hmm. Tips and building and maintaining a good relationship with my daughter, even though now my time with her isn't what I had hoped for. That's the part that hurts, right?
Yeah,
it's not what I had hoped for. I love the podcast, and it brings me a little piece of happiness in my current life circumstance.
I love that. Yeah. Again, I feel like so many of us maybe have this desire or expectation to stay home, and so many, like me, and it sounds like, and this friend, right. Others, we're almost put in a situation where we have to go to work to support our family, to support ourselves, to support our kids, and then it's like now everything is shifting, and now where's my value? And yeah, it's so tricky.
Yeah.
There was a comment we got on Spotify that said, my 4 kids are all grown up now, but I was a stay-at-home mom at first and then a working mom later out of financial necessity. For me, having a strong support network of close neighborhood friends and family was crucial. They gave me adults to talk to share ideas with, and to trade childcare to give me a break. Most importantly, they gave me encouragement that I was doing the best that I could.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
We're doing the best.
Yeah. When you're in a situation that maybe you don't want to be in, it doesn't mean that you're a bad mom. You're doing the best you can with what you have, and finding those friends, that network, that village to help you is so important. So.
I love that so much. Oh my, okay.
But that's not what we're talking about today.
No, today is different. Today
we got other things on our mind.
But going to be good.
Let's go into our check-in. It looks like it's my turn to start. So, mentally, I am feeling I'm feeling a little tapped out. Like my brain, I feel like my brain energies are running on empty. My reserves have been taken. I don't know if it was just coming back from traveling, getting back into the routine, having a really full week at work, having some challenges at work, some changes at work. I feel like my brain has been processing so much, whether I'm conscious of it or not. And so I'm just mentally like tapped out. Right.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad, but it's just something to notice because I need some rest. I need to recover. I need to find a way to give my brain a little bit of a break so that I can show up how I need to and how I want to.
I like that.
Emotionally, I've been feeling a little weary from being tapped out, but I'm also feeling some like apprehension about some things that are changing and some new things that are coming up. So it's kind of that mix of like, I don't really have a lot of energy, but the energy I do have is like nervous.
Yeah.
So,
But nervous, but also exciting.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exciting. Yeah.
Physically, I'm pretty tired, pretty lethargic. Okay, maybe this is perimenopause, but I've been getting cold night sweats lately. And my medications haven't changed. Nothing specifically has changed. We normally sleep cold. I like having the room cold. So you have like nice big blankets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been waking up with sweat in the middle of the night, like for several nights. And I'm cold because then it's like, well, okay, well, why am I sweating? So then you throw your blankets off and then you're cold. So it's like, but you're still sweating even though you're cold. Come on. Perimenopause. I'm not ready for this.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
No,
I'm
luckily,
sorry. But you know what? My friend, go have your hormones checked because as soon as I started, did I tell you? I scheduled my mammogram.
Oh, congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
So much fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to get all squished. It's going to be good.
So much fun. So no, it's not so much fun, but
it will be. Just get yourself a treat after.
Exactly.
I do need to get my hormones checked. Yeah. And I did set up an appointment with a menopause focused or menopause certified trained gynecologist. So I'm going to establish care with her this next month. Because I've outgrown my OB, who delivered all my babies.
I know,
so
we're here.
Hopefully, she can give me some pointers because night sweats are no joke. And like the hot flashes during the day and then like the mood swings. I'm like, how much of this is mothering and how much is menopause?
Oh God. It's hard. It's hard. I'm sorry.
It is hard.
I'm sorry.
Socially, I feel like I made a new friend. We had a girls' day this weekend with my daughter on Sunday. And so we went to brunch with her bestie from school and her bestie's mom. And so she and I got talking and we have some similar friends in common, a similar past employer. And so we kind of know some of the same people. So we had a really good time just chatting it up. And like our daughters were making fun of us. They're like, stop talking, eat your brunch. We have to go shopping.
Stop talking to
They were totally bullying us, but it was fine because we had a great time. So that was kind of fun connecting with someone new. And then for self-care, I've gone to bed early the last 2 nights because of feeling weary. So trying to do that. We had some leftovers for dinner. Last night, my mother-in-law made dinner. So I'm passing on that responsibility to kind of have some space for myself. Just to recover. I mean, I went to the park with the kids and watched them play, but that was really nice. And then my husband, my wonderful husband, just when he knows that I'm weary, he is very good at just picking up the slack of doing the dishes, doing bedtime, managing little things so I can just be okay to just sit down. Because I've realized I'm not good at this. I'm like not good at just sitting down.
No,
like I have to feel like it's productive. Like I am sitting because I'm eating, or I'm sitting because I'm working, or I'm sitting because I'm watching a show, or like even, like I can't just sit. And that's something I need to figure out because it's not great. Because then I just end up eating when I don't want to eat because I just want to sit down. It's weird.
That's interesting because honestly, sometimes I just want to go lay down and close my eyes and daydream.
Yes, I would love that. Some manager part in my brain won't let me do that. So I need to figure that out.
Let's find that part.
I know, right? But there is one other thing. I wanted to do a quick shout out of a new podcast that I've been listening to, which is called Good Hang by Amy Poehler. So she's the actress from
Poehler.
Yeah, SNL and Parks and Rec, and she's just like so fun to talk to. So essentially, she just invites on all of her celebrity friends one at a time, and she interviews them about their life or about their current projects. But the whole thing is focused around like funny stories and them having fun together. And she always asks them at the end, "What are you listening to make you laugh right now?" And it's like such a great reminder that humor is part of that self-care, and laughing and giving yourself that like that hit of oxytocin from like a natural place of just laughter, And so I started listening to it on the airplane going to and from California, and it's made me laugh a lot. So if you don't mind some crass language, look up Good Hang from Amy Poehler because it's part of my self-care now.
Oh my gosh. Like, no, that's one of the things we teach our moms, right? The humor side of things.
The sunshine goal, one of them is
one of our sunshine goals.
It matters. It helps things feel not quite so heavy, which this week apparently I really needed. So So yeah, that's my
I
check-in.
love that for you. I love that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, check in with me, Sasha. How are you?
Mentally today, I'm thinking, today was so much different from yesterday. I'm thinking about my girls and their friendships, and like they asked me last night if they could have a mental health day.
Oh,
And
wow. Look at that
today,
self-awareness you've taught them.
right?
Yes.
And it was so cute. They were like, I don't know if I can do school tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So we're having a mental health day today. And I'm okay with that because they are doing well with school and all of that. So, but we also watched Neverending Story.
Oh my gosh, what a throwback. That's like a childhood throwback.
I know, because they've been so in love with the show Stranger Things. And so they've been singing the song, and I'm like, have you even seen the movie? You need to see the movie. What are you doing? So yeah, we watched that this morning. That was great. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just thinking about connection with them, I guess. Yeah. And then emotionally, I'm still very weary, I think.
Weary is such a good word. Thanks, babe. That's my husband's word.
I know. It's such a good word. It really is. I feel like there's just so much going on right now. And so much change going on that I feel like it's okay for me to be in all of the different places. Weary feels like, it's okay for me to be in 5 places at once. Does that make sense? Like, I'm feeling grief right now. I'm feeling excitement for changes. I'm feeling sadness for different relationships that I'm trying to navigate. And like, I don't know.
You're just holding a lot. And weariness, I think maybe describes like, I'm holding a lot right now.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah. It's great. So I like that. I like that word a lot. Physically, oh God, I slept so good last night. I slept so good.
Wonderful.
I know. It was really good. And I feel like that's the biggest thing for me physically is like, I need to make sure that I feel well rested in the world. Socially, I haven't done anything in the last week. However, I'm having a sleepover with a friend tonight.
That's exciting.
That weird? I know.
I don't know. Adult sleepovers?
So long. I know.
Yeah,
it's so
unless you're traveling. I don't know if I've done that.
No, yeah, it's so weird. I had my social stuff with my friend while I was in Disneyland, but I'm having an actual sleepover. Like we're gonna go get junk food and watch
Monty Python or The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, Monty Python! Oh my God, we should watch Monty Python. I haven't watched that in so long.
Oh my gosh, this is like adorable.
I know.
It's so talk weird. About your crushes and eat cookie dough.
Yes, yeah.
Amazing.
I love it. Yeah. Eat cookie dough. Oh my God, we're gonna get cookie dough. Yeah. That's gonna happen.
Having a sleepover. Normalize adult sleepovers.
Yeah. Like I haven't done this ever. And so it's kind of silly and I love it. And then self-compassion. Let's see. I don't know. Self-compassion is weird. I guess I've just been trying to just be aware of what I need lately. And sometimes what I need is just distraction, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that is okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Your self-compassion and self-care is just that we're noticing that maybe, you're holding a lot and maybe we don't need to always be in the thick of it. So distracting yourself with things that bring you joy or lightness or. Yeah,
because I can't think about it all the time.
Yeah, put it on a shelf.
Yeah.
It's like a whole skill in DBT. It's our accept skill.
It's
other things to do instead. Yeah, instead of focusing on the hard thing, focus on these other things.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so for processing, Sasha, you're on processing today. So is there anything you want to maybe work through with that weariness or sadness?
Yeah, I had a weird conversation the other day, and I wanted to see how you felt about that. But another mom friend of mine said, as a mom, you're only as happy as the least happy person in your family.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Uh,
It feels weird, doesn't it?
I don't like that.
I don't like it, but it feels real, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, but it almost, okay. It feels like it could be true, but it feels like it shouldn't be true. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like maybe we're feeling responsible to keep everyone happy. So it's like, oh, if everyone is happy, but this one person isn't, I have to match them and heal them and fix them. But I don't feel like that's actually what we should be doing. But maybe we're told that's what we should be doing.
Yeah. I don't know. Where do we get that from? That's so weird.
Society.
Weird because, yeah, it hit home. It hit home
Patriarchy.
for me. But it also felt like it should not be.
Right. Well, and that it also reminds me that like if mom's not happy, nobody's happy because everyone responds to mom's moods and feelings.
Right. Right. Like,
which also makes you responsible that like if you're not allowed to not be happy because then it affects the whole. Interesting.
Oh, so how do we do?
Only as happy as your least happy child.
Yeah. So
okay. Well, okay. Now I'm thinking about it. I do feel like maybe. Okay, so my mom has struggled with some anxiety because of worrying about her children when there's 4 of us, and when, we've made some unwise or impulsive decisions. I feel like she's had those nights where she stayed up worrying about us and our long-term happiness and safety.
Yeah, of course.
That. So like that makes sense a little bit of, if these 3 kids are stable and happy, but one of my kids isn't, and they're in a tough spot or they're dealing with some big issues, maybe I'm just as anxious or worried because of them, but
then I have to focus on that solely. Yeah.
Right.
But the thing is, why do we feel like it's our sole responsibility?
Like to fix it?
Yeah. Because we also have another partner.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We do. And let's not forget that a lot of the stuff our kids deal with, we can't actually fix. The more helpful thing is to just comfort them and let them figure it out.
Oh, that's
so I believe that we believe this is true, but I don't want it to be true. That's my final answer.
Because another part of me just came up and was like, hey, some of us don't have another partner.
Yeah.
And so we have to just do it on our own. But then you said that, and it's like, yeah, they do need to figure it out on their own. And
they do.
And honestly, when I, as a parent, have let them figure it out on their own, it's been better.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Than me worrying and trying to teach them something. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I would almost be more willing to accept this if the word was like comfortable instead of happy. Like I'm only as comfortable as my least comfortable child,
Only as comfortable as I like that. Okay, let's change that. Yeah.
It's like, okay, so let's say my kiddos are unhappy about something, so I'm going to comfort them and make them food and try to give them some love.
What do you
until
need?
They're comfortable again. I don't know.
Yeah. No, like last night. So, I didn't have to be up as early as I usually am on a Friday, and my oldest P didn't need to be up early, and so we stayed up late and watched a show together. And just hang out, and it was.
I love how you guys are connecting in her like new, more adult stage that she's in.
Yeah, it's so fun, but also like she was a little frustrated because I had to deal with some other things, some other emotional things that had to do. We had another Coda dog dying moment come up that I had to like deal with Jay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was good though. It was good.
But like grief's still cycling over there.
Yeah, but it's like we feel like things are settled and things are done, and then they're not,
Yeah. Well, grief is never done.
No, that's true.
No.
I don't know. But yeah, you're yeah, so as I look at this statement, you're only as happy as your least happy person in your family. As I was cycling through last night, like I was good with P. I was not good with J.
Mm-hmm.
J was very sad. But can I still be happy even though she's not? We should be. But it hurts. I know.
Able to, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think happy is a weird word. We should talk about that another day. Yeah. I think happy is misunderstood.
Yeah.
I think people say happy when they mean content.
Oh. Yeah. We should definitely talk. Let's process that more.
Yes, we'll have a happy episode. Make a note.
Have a happy episode. I like it.
Wow. Okay. Well, friend who's listening, I'm curious. What do you think about this phrase? What do you think about that?
It's. I think we're gonna have to talk about it more. Honestly.
Yeah. Comment. Find us on Instagram or comment on Spotify or wherever you can see us. That's interesting. Okay, so my affirmation of the day today kind of weirdly connects to all of this.
This is what we do.
I know. You guys don't know this, but we have different categories and we just alternate who does what, but we don't tell each other beforehand what we're going to talk about. So my affirmation of the day is really focused on this idea of self-compassion, just like from myself being in a place where I need to take a step back and ask for a little bit more help and feeling weary and like I'm recovering and juggling a lot. And I think self-compassion is something we need to normalize a little bit of giving yourself a little bit of grace. And so the affirmation is, it's okay to not be okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Right? Like, how powerful is it just to give yourself permission for something that's already happening instead of feeling guilty about it or shame about it or ignoring it completely or masking it, but just give yourself permission. Like, it was a rough day. Wednesday was a really hard day for me. And I came home and I was like, I don't know what I have left to give. And my husband could see it on my face, which is why he hopped to be so helpful. And I just let myself not be okay. And I sat down and I let my kids come to me. And I wasn't totally like checked out or just disconnected, but I was kind of like on low power mode, And then I went to bed early and I took care of myself. And now it's Friday and I'm feeling like my energy is starting to go back up again. But just like, instead of pushing through and saying, no, I had a hard day, but I still need to show up and do everything like I was going to. And I'm going to cook and I'm going to do these things and do the homework and do the walks. And then I would just be even more drained and tired the next day. So it's like, it's actually better to give yourself permission to have a low power day and get back to who you are,
Like how when anybody says, hey, how are you today? And you just say good.
Okay.
You say good, even if
you're not
necessarily good, right? It's like, why? I don't know. Yeah. Why do we do that?
I think we're really good at masking. Saying like, even if I'm having feelings, I'm going to pretend like I don't because I need to be X, Y, and Z because I'm only important if I'm X, Y, or Z.
I like that. Explain.
Right? And so like sometimes like take the mask off. Find your safe people or your safe place and take the mask off and let yourself just say be weary.
I'm not great right now.
Not great today.
And I think you and I, even though we've just had really good experiences with our kids and vacations and all of that, like we're not totally great right now. We're not totally great. And that's okay.
Well, it's life. Life ebbs and flows.
Isn't it weird though? Because like there's some really great things happening in both of our lives right now. But we still don't feel totally happy. Does that make sense? And is that okay? It's okay.
It's okay. I think that's part of like being hopeful. Like I don't think any moment, like, when it's like, well, I need to wait for the right time and people say there's never a right time.
No.
I kind of feel like that with happiness. Like, never just happy. That's why I like the word content better. Because like if you're living in your values, if you're going after your dreams, if you have healthy relationships, you can feel content, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that life won't be hard or stresses won't happen. You won't get a flat tire on your way to work, or your animal won't pass away, or your kids won't come home and tell you that other kids were swearing at them, which apparently, anyway, it was just like.
Did that happen?
That happened. I know. My oldest at recess, they play this game called Gaga Ball. And him and his buddy are like really good at it. And he's like, we play with the sixth graders because we have the same recess. But whenever they lose, they say grown up words. And I'm like, at you? Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, normally it's like about the game and about them losing. But yesterday it was at me. And I was like, oof, what are we going to do? And he's like, the vice principal knows. I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, those are the moments that I'm like, I want them to learn how to navigate how they can deal with that on their own, you know. And I don't know. That's a topic for another day.
We'll talk about bullying another day. We need to keep notes. We need a happy episode, a bullying episode. But anyway, just because I'm content with my life doesn't mean that I won't have hard days or bad days or sad days or grief days. So make room for all of it. You know?
I am very happy with my life right now, but I'm also navigating some hardships with relationships and and you know, we can it's okay for me to not be fully present, you know, all the time. I like that a lot.
Good. Hopefully our friend can take it and give themselves permission.
Huh? How about you and I can too?
Yeah, we can all take it and give ourselves some permission. Well, I already am. I told you I did that.
Yeah.
All right, Sasha, you're on our teaching moment, education moment. What do you have for us? What do you want to teach us today?
I want to talk about values.
Oh, well,
I know. And you already said that. Again, this is
values. Okay. Yay. Good. Tell us.
Tell us about values. Do this. So, like, values are. It's like it's sometimes hard to figure out what our values are and how we navigate them. But the thing is that our most depressive times are when we're not living within our value sets.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I think Krista mentioned that on episode 4 about that's where guilt comes from. Guilt comes from doing something that's not aligned with your values.
Not aligned with your values. Aligned with your values. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. So how do you determine what your values are?
So, I mean, you can do it in a very clinical way where you just look at a set of values, which I know you've done.
I do. Yeah. I do this with my clients who are leaving religion or having some identity crisis because so often we're told what our values are. And once we stray from something like a religion or a family system or whatever, we tend to think we have to shift like 360, like nothing from that was true to ourselves, when really that's not super true. So reviewing like lists of what values like just naturally feel authentic or aligned to your own beliefs.
Yeah, we can look at things, we can look at like words, we can see all of that. But honestly, to me, and I've done that. Mm-hmm. But I really love to just go back to like, okay, what do I feel like I'm missing right now?
Okay.
And sometimes I just feel like I'm missing connection. Mm-hmm. And so that's what makes me feel like that is one of my values, is connection. Right.
What are the things that you miss?
What are you missing? Yeah. And so get your values and then you decide, how can I live more in line with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's also a good question of how are you choosing to spend your time? Because I think that really will show you what your values are too. Or if you note, like I spend a lot of time at work, but I'm actually really pissed about it. Then you know, like, oh, you don't actually value your career as much as you thought you did because it's causing resentment. So maybe we need to put a boundary on work because you actually value work-life balance or your family more than you thought you did. And that's like something that needs to shift. So like, how are you spending your time and are you happy about it?
Yeah. Oh, I like feeling, okay. So let's look at what do you feel resentment towards?
Mm-hmm.
I like that word because that will show you exactly what it is that you value and what you don't.
Yeah.
Because
Totally.
if I'm doing things that I don't value, then I'm going to feel resentful
Right.
towards that.
Exactly. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like with a relationship, let's say I'm resenting a friend because they're not giving me time or they didn't acknowledge me on my birthday. Like, so that shows me like I value communication or I value quality time or I value important celebration milestones, things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I do like going with my clients though, like going through a list and choosing your top 10 values and then narrowing it down to even your top 5 and then saying how do these things show up in your daily life, in your schedule, in your activities, or if they're not showing up, how can we make them show up just to
How
help
can,
like
yeah.
realign yourself? Because if I know I really value my family, but then when I go home, I shut myself in my room. Do I actually not value them? Or is there something else I need to address so that I can be more present,
Yeah, sure, for sure. Yeah, values are they're a very,
Crucial. They're essential.
they're a very real
Yeah.
reason for us to be present in our world. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah. Well,
it
I think that's
tells
how you
us
find
what
that.
we need to.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think it defines what happy living is, when it's like, are you happy? Like, am I living in my values? Am I having my needs met? Like,
Yeah.
those are, I feel like, the top 2 of like, that's how you live happily.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Values. That's a good
Mhm.
reminder.
Yeah, it's good. So if you are not aware of what your values are, then you can talk to your therapist or you can look at a values list. I know Kristi has
Yeah.
a
I
good,
found one that's
a
like 230.
yeah, you have a good values list and you can like narrow it down and then look at how you're spending your time. Even like I have a really fun like spreadsheet that's like, okay, this is what I value and then this is how much time I'm spending in those values.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And sometimes it's very eye-opening to see how much you're not spending time in that.
Right? Yeah. We're doing like the things we're told to do instead of the
Mm,
things we actually value.
yep. And then we're not happy.
Yeah.
We're not.
Or
So,
vice versa. Like when we are doing those things we're told to do and we think it's important, but when it comes down to it, it actually doesn't really matter.
yeah,
You know?
because it's not. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
recently, my oldest, he's been playing junior jazz. This is like his 3rd year in a row. And he never, ever wants to practice. Ever. He doesn't
Mm,
like we have a hoop, we've got a basketball. He never wants to go out and just shoot hoops, even with people, unless it's like Papa, like my dad. He won't go just shoot hoops. And I'm like, what's the deal? You always want to sign up for junior jazz, but you don't want to practice.
mm-hmm.
Like, I'm confused. And he's like, well, I don't actually like basketball. I like hanging out with my friends. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh, all your best friends play
so that's
basketball. So
you.
like
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, then why are we playing basketball? Like, let's just do something else. That's not time and money and 8 a.m. on a Saturday. You know what I mean?
Oh God, 8 a.m. on a Saturday. Ew,
Yeah. So,
ew.
but yeah, just like hearing him finally go, oh, well, I want to sign up because my friends are there, not because I want to get better. Because I'm like, do you want to go to a camp? Do you want to get better at basketball? And he's like, no, not really. Like, is my best friend going to be there? Then I don't want to go. And I'm like,
No.
okay.
So you value your friendships,
Your value
right?
is your social
So
connection. It's
what
not
that?
the
Oh,
basketball. Yeah. So like, what if we talked ourselves into to say, I'm going to do that, but it's not actually the
I like
thing,
that.
you know?
So maybe can you link your values list and I'll link my timesheet, my spreadsheet
Yes. I love
in.
this. We'll put it on Instagram for you all.
Yeah, I like it. So you can all figure out what it is you value and what you're spending your time in. Because
Perfect.
yeah,
I love that.
maybe we should do it too.
We should, yeah. Well,
We should. Let's sit down outside the podcast and
yeah,
have
a little follow up
yeah,
on our values.
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I value is my
Oh,
car.
Oh,
No,
really?
that was a really bad segue.
Oh no, it was a really good one, actually.
So I have the lightening round, which is our tips and tricks to make the task of motherhood feel lighter. And I feel like as my kids get older, I spend more and more time in my car. Just all of the, the mom taxi from going to school and coming from school and going to multiple schools and taking you to basketball practice or karate or your gymnastics lessons or waiting in carpool. I just feel like I'm in my car a lot. And I get overstimulated when my car is all messy. So I have developed some like tips and tricks over the last several years of ways to just make my car work better for me and less stressful and more comfy that I just thought I would share. Some of these tips I got from Kelly the Car Mom. She is a YouTube influencer, podcaster, Instagrammer. You can follow her. It's the Carpool Podcast. She and her sister Liz talk about all things motherhood, but she's a car reviewer. Her parents own car dealerships, so she knows like all about cars, and she's really fun to listen to though. She's got 4 kiddos and she's cool. But some of these tips come from her. Yeah. So I'm just like hyping up other podcasts today.
I know, right? What like
check out Good Hang. Check out the Carpool.
Cars?
Well, she reviews them. So like they'll get brand new ones and she'll make videos and review like what's good and what's bad and how this works for different kids and different car seat setups and how it could grow for your family and stuff like that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Okay. She influenced me for sure on my last 2 car purchases.
But I love it.
Yes. Okay. So my first tip with your car is trash. Letting your car get messy just, I feel like, makes everything feel worse. So to help keep the trash kind of contained, I have little containers for every row of seats. So we have like the big cups you get from like the baseball game or a football game, the reusable cups from a movie theater, and you put those in the cup holders, and those are the little trash receptacles. And then every week I empty those cups when I fill up my gas. So I have chosen a day and a time of day that works in my routine to stop and get gas. No matter how much I need, I always fill up. That way I'm never stuck on a morning, stuck waiting in carpool and going, oh my gosh, I have to get gas before we run to karate and I don't have time. So I
love that. Okay.
Set a day and time that you can go to Costco or wherever it is you get your gas and fill up and empty out all of the trash so we don't have trash just hanging around. Another thing is to put a basket, like one of those little, open plastic container baskets on the floor in your car, whether it's by the passenger seat or out down by your kids, and any odds and ends that just end up in your car, which they do with kids. There's hair bows, there's socks, there's crayons, there's garbage they brought home from school, and it's just hanging around, floating around the car. Everything goes into that basket, and once a week, we take that basket inside. Like on a Saturday, we take the basket inside, and stuff that needs to actually stay goes back where it goes, socks go in the laundry, and that way you don't just have random crap just accumulating, getting under seats, and just being like, where is your red bow? We haven't seen it in 2 months, and it's like, oh, she took it off in the car, and it's just living there. So having like a kind of an odds and ends sort of basket in the car. Then another thing, this one specifically from Kelly, is to really make use of your center console and your glove box. So some people just put like their car manual or sunglasses in these places. But these, especially as a mom, they usually are quite large and have great storage. And it's all like within reach, right? Even when you're driving. So this is where I stock all of the things that make my life easier. So I have car chapstick, I have tissues, I have snacks, both for me and the kids. And PSA, if you have like a snack, like some yummy nuts or trail mix you bought and the kids won't eat it, put it in the car. Because when you are hungry, waiting in line somewhere, you will eat the snack that gets avoided at home.
Right now, because I'm like, that feels like genius.
It's great. So I keep snacks in there. When I had babies, I kept a couple extra diapers. I kept like a change of clothes. You can put them in like a little Ziploc bag and just fold it up nice and flat. But keep that in there. I keep feminine products. I've got gum. I've got lotion, sanitizer. I've even, when I get coupons for the store, I'll just put them directly in my center console. So if I'm running to the store, I've got my coupons with me. So just like really,
no coupons were a thing anymore.
I know. Cool. Well, when you shop at like Kroger, they are, and we're like Kroger. A Smith family, so you get like specialized coupons for what you buy a lot of. Anyway, but just like really making use of that space. So when you go in your car, you don't ever feel like oh shoot, I forgot this thing. I also, in the back of my car in the trunk, I always keep extra water bottles. I keep a couple of blankets, maybe even extra jacket. Just literally so when the kids are like, hey, let's go to the park, I can stop and be like, yeah, we can be at the park, because I know I've got extras of everything that I might need. I feel like when you have your car clean and stocked, it just feels more, it gives you flexibility, to do what you got to do when you need to do it. And we're not stressed out about things.
Yeah.
Those are my tips for making your car work for you.
I want to do that today with the kids. Let's clean out the car and make it ready for us to just go. That would be great.
Yeah. A little bit of attention goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there, if your car's been bugging you, this is your sign to clean it out, do something different.
I like it.
I feel like I've been saying that like every episode. Like, this is your sign. If you haven't done this thing lately, this is your sign. Yes.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for showing up for yourself today.
You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, or email us at themommytherapist@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what made an impact or what you'd like to hear from us next time.
Whether it's taking a mental health day with your kids or cleaning out your car, we hope something good happens to you today.
See you next week.
Take care.